Buenas tardes todos. Good afternoon. This is Abelardo de la Peña Jr., Director of Marketing and Communications with La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. Bienvenidos a todos to our latest edition of En Casa con La Plaza Cocina. As you know, La Plaza de Cultura y Artes brings you these conversations, presentations, demonstrations, and performances from our home to yours 3 times a week, at least. It's our way of fulfilling our mission of telling the little-known stories of Mexican-Americans, all Latinos in the founding, growth, and evolution of the greater LA area through our art, through our culture, through our history, and especially through our cocina. So today on Monday, of course, is at 3 o'clock every Monday, En Casa con la Plaza Cocina, in which we do demonstrations on the different cuisine of our region, of our Gran Nación Mexico, and beyond. And today we have with us, Jimena Martin, our Director of Programs and Culinary Arts, who will be introducing our special guest. If you're on Zoom, chat, Q&A is available for you. If you're on Facebook, we have our comments page, our comments section in which you could ask questions, make comments, let us know where you're viewing in from. But with that, handing it over to Jimena. Take it away.
Gracias, Abelardo. Good afternoon, everybody. So excited to have Moderno Cocina with Pablo Ricardo Vega, a visionary chef born in Torreón, Coahuila, where he obtained a culinary degree from the University Valle de Mexico. He arrived in Los Angeles in 2012, where he worked with Chef Ricardo Zarate of Pica Peruvian Cantina. And also in 2014, he became a sous chef to the chefs Josh Drew and Thomas Mendez. However, in 2017, that's how we met, is with La Huesuda. He founded La Huesuda with Denise Mendez, who is his business partner. And I met La Huesuda with Denise through a good friend, work friend, is in Machete, Oscar, and how you guys shared space in the industrial kitchen in the Arts District, the Crafted Kitchen. And through these conversations, that's how we were able to connect and meet and have you guys cater multiple events at La Plaza. They are a salsa series, film series, and the one thing I loved about working with you guys are so organized, but also the beautiful artisanal tacos that you brought to our audience. So it's a sight for sore eyes to see Pablo and Denise again. How are you?
Hi, Jimena. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So Pablo, tell us a little bit about yourself and what will you be making for us today?
Well, like you said on the presentation, well, first of all, thanks for that presentation. Thanks for the nice words for the company and for the food. I'm from Mexico, like you said. I'm from Torreón, Coahuila, and I came to LA 9 years ago. You know, like every Mexican, just for a better life and work. And I was working in this Peruvian restaurant, like you said, Pica. And after 5 years, 6 years, the restaurant had to close. And you know, me and Denise started our own business as La Huesuda Tacos. And after 2 years, we changed the menu to Moderno Cocina, trying to offer more like modern Latin food for people. So we use Mexican ingredients based recipes, but at the same time we try to give like a little twist to all the recipes we make. So today we're gonna make our Mexican cilantro pesto, which is based on a regular pesto, you know, the Italian one, but we just change a little bit the recipe. I'm gonna make the vegetarian taco we have on the menu, and I'm gonna make handmade tortillas too for you guys.
Great, so let's get started, Pablo. Show us the way.
Well, I'm gonna start with the cilantro pesto first. It's a basic cilantro. It's, you know, like I told you, it's based on a pesto recipe, like the Italian one. Instead of basil, we used cilantro. Instead of Like we use fresh cilantro. Instead of Parmesan cheese, we're gonna use Cotija cheese. We're gonna use sunflower seeds too, garlic, olive oil, and red wine vinegar. That's gonna be the ingredients for the pesto. So just let's start with the recipe so I can start making it. I'm gonna make it like in 2 different ways today. I'm gonna use the blender, which is faster and easier, and I'm gonna use the molcajete. So it's a blender too, but it's old school blender.
Yeah, I call it the Aztec cuisine art. That's a great. Thank you for showing us both ways, because not all our audience have a molcajete. So that's great. If you're in a hurry, do it in your blender or Vitamix, or take some more love and care to do it in the molcajete. But thank you.
Yeah, I think the flavor is a little different, when you use this kind of equipment. You have all the flavors in the molcajete, like garlic, because you cure with garlic, you cure the molcajete with garlic, with salt. So you have a lot of flavors in the molcajete. So when you're cooking, you get all those flavors in your food. So I'm sure the flavor is a little different. So I'm gonna start with the blender first, which is faster, is easier. I think everyone has a blender at home. So I'm gonna start putting basically all the ingredients. Just we're gonna save the red wine vinegar for the end. So I'm gonna start with the garlic, which is like 3 cloves of garlic. It's some flower seeds. I already pre-toast the sunflower seeds, so you get more flavor when you when you make your pesto. So never use them raw. Try to roast them before you use them, so all the flavor from the sunflower seed you get in your recipe. So it's the garlic, the sunflower seeds. It's I'm gonna pick some cilantro, like fresh cilantro. I'm gonna put it in the blender. Here. So this is just like a 1 bunch of cilantro. And it's gonna be this, and the oil.
Pablo, I have a couple questions from folks asking. One was, are nuts are any nuts okay to use in case you don't have pumpkin seeds at home?
You can use almonds too. I think it's more like you can use almonds or even pepitas or pumpkin seeds, which is a good flavor too, and you get more color because they're green. So your pesto, it's gonna be like very colorful if you use pepitas instead of sunflower seeds. And the flavor is not gonna be like that different.
And then we also need to toast all our nuts for this, correct?
Yes, please.
Always toast them.
I think every time you use a nut, it's better if you toast it before you eat it, even if it's almonds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pecans. When you toast them, you get all the flavors of the seeds. So please do that all the time.
Okay, Pablo, one more question. I'm sorry, one more question. It says, should we always make sure to keep our pesto covered in oil in the refrigerator?
Always. You can keep it out of the fridge too. The only thing is like you're gonna lose a lot of color. Even with this one, I mean, it's cilantro. It's very like sensitive, I wanna say. So if you keep it out of the fridge, it's gonna get like darker faster, So please try to keep it in the fridge to keep the color, the freshness, and the flavor. So just cover it with oil, like you say, and keep it in the fridge. I'm gonna use one of these ones, like these jars, you know. So can be in the fridge for a month and nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's continue with the recipe. I already have the pumpkin, the sunflower seeds in the blender, the garlic, and the oil and the cilantro. I'm gonna put some oil. Try to use extra virgin olive oil, so the flavor is different and it's gonna be more flavorful too. So let's do this really quick. Please don't forget the tequila when you're making the recipe. So, you know, it's gonna be funnier and
Salud, salud, salud.
salute for you guys. So let's do it. I have everything in the blender. One thing, when you're using the blender and doing like a pesto, don't do it like faster on the highest velocity, I want to say. So try to do it slowly so you don't get black your pesto. So you put your oil little by little. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna get a bowl. Okay. So right now we have like the base of our pesto. Here's the cilantro, the garlic, and the sunflower seeds. Like, it's very, very green. It's a nice color, nice consistency. You know, it's more like a paste. So, and you can smell the cilantro and the garlics already. So after this, we're gonna add the cotija cheese. You know, it's like a aged cheese. We're gonna add a little bit.
Pablo,
Yes.
if I don't have cotija, is there an alternative cheese for the pesto?
We can use Parmesan too. I mean, that's more Italian. But if you wanna, I use the cotija because it's a little stronger. It's salty, so it's a little flavor on the cotija cheese. So I recommend the cotija. If you don't have the cotija, I think more people have a Parmesan cheese at home. So you can use Parmesan too.
Would feta work? Would feta cheese work?
You can use using the thing is that with the feta, it's creamier once you try to like crumble it. So I recommend more the feta, the cotija, I'm sorry.
Of course.
Yeah, it's more like powder cheese. So when you make your pesto, it's gonna be like you won't see the cheese in the pesto.
Well, it's good to know because now with COVID, some of us are at home. We try to make do what we have in the refrigerator. So it's just kind of nice to have alternatives out there to be successful.
Definitely. Yeah, I think I recommend the cotija or Parmesan.
Okay.
Yeah, those two options. So let's mix it. Let's mix the. So we add the cotija cheese in this, and then we're gonna add the red wine vinegar, just a little bit, just like for flavor. And the vinegar is gonna help you to keep that color, like that nice green you want on a pesto. You know, every time you see pesto, it's very green, it's very colorful. So you guys are gonna see when you put the red wine vinegar, your color on the pesto is gonna change. It's gonna be like more like green. So I'm gonna show you right now. So over here we have everything. We have the cotija, we have the sunflower seeds, we have the cilantro, the garlic, and the red wine vinegar. So basically, our pesto is ready. I'm just gonna season it with salt and pepper. And I add on this salt a little bit of oregano. So this salt is, it's like the salt I use at home. Is just salt, pepper, and oregano. So I'm sure you're gonna get more flavors. Let me know if you have any questions, Jimena, or you, Abelardo.
We have Alisa Dodger Princess Rodriguez says that she uses panela because it has less salt and it crumbles.
I think a panela is a good option. I'd rather, even if you marinate the panela with the pesto, after you make your pesto, put like big pieces. You can use the panela for the pesto too. Just try to, like, when you crumble it, it's make sure it's very like crumbled like the cotija. And I recommend you to use the pesto to marinate the panela. So cut like big pieces of panela and then put the pesto on top and leave it in the fridge like maybe overnight. And the next day just put it on the grill or on the plancha, and the flavor is gonna be like really good.
That'd be an amazing appetizer, like a hot appetizer.
I love panela, grilled cheese, grilled panela. It's one of my best cheeses too, you know. When I make my quesadillas, I grill the panela, and then I just put the tortilla, and I make kind of like a taco of cheese. With at the end, it's a quesadilla just with grilled panela cheese.
Delicious.
But that's a good question, because I think panela is very common on every fridge, you know. So, any other questions you guys have?
No, just guys, show us how you do it in the molcajete, because again, Alicia Dodger Princess Rodriguez had a comment about that she took her molcajete to high school to show the class how to make a salsa. And her teacher asked where she got it. And she's like, I got it from home. And then she asked the class, half of the class were Latinos, if they had one at home. They all raised their hands saying they did have a molcajete, and she inherited her molcajete from her grandmother. So again, those things are passed along from one generation to the generation, same way as like a metate.
Definitely. I mean, if you have a molcajete at home, some people just have it for decoration, but I invite people to start using it, because this is like a very like common equipment in a Mexican kitchen. So you can use it, like you say, for salsas, for these kind of recipes like pesto. I mean, we don't make pesto every day in Mexico, but it's a good option to use the molcajete and play with recipes, you know. Sometimes we just make the basic recipes at home, and like the molcajete salsa, and I invite you guys to start using this for different recipes. So I'm gonna show you right now how to make the pesto in a molcajete. It's easy too, so it's just more human work because we're gonna use, you know, the stone, and you know, but it's fun. It's really fun. I love using the molcajete, and you taste the flavors. So I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna start with the garlic first. I'm gonna put like 3 garlics in the molcajete, and I'm gonna add some oil. So I'm gonna smash the garlic. This is really easy. Like, you can ask me anything if you guys.
So
I don't know how
who inspired you to cook? You always had it? Was there a family member? Did you cook prior to going to culinary school?
I always saw my mom cooking, you know. She's a nice wife who cooks every day in Mexico. So yeah, she used to cook every day at home. So when we were kids, we're always hungry. So I was all the time I was next to my mom, just waiting for the food and the leftovers, I want to say, just to start eating before the dish was ready to eat. So, but yeah, my mom I learned a lot of things from my mom, and then I went to school in Torreón, and in the Universidad del Valle de Mexico. I'm one of the first generations of that school. And then, sorry, I'm gonna add the sunflower seeds on the molcajete. You can smell the garlic right away. So after that, I went to like I told you, I was in school. I went to school for 4 years. And I graduated from, the degree is a chef, like, it's, how can I call it? In Mexico, we call it licenciado en administración de empresas gastronómicas. It's being like, it's more about administration more than being in a kitchen. But you learn a lot of things too.
Well, it's good to have the administration part about it, because at the end of the day, it is a business.
Exactly. I think that's the most important thing you need to know when you have your own business. Everybody can make a recipe, but the most important thing is like how to cost, like how to get the prices of your recipes. At the end, it's about the money you can save, you can make. So you develop a recipe and then you put the prices and then you get the full price, and then that's how you make money. You can start making money just developing your recipe with all the prices, so you cost your recipes. So I already have the sunflower seeds in the molcajete and the garlic, and I added some oil. I'm gonna show it to you right now. You're gonna get like a paste, and then you're gonna add the cilantro. I'm gonna show you right now. So I have the paste, and I'm gonna add the cilantro. I'm gonna smash it too. You can add oil all the time. Don't feel bad if your pesto is too oily. So when you use the molcajete, try to pick just the cilantro leaves, so it's easier for you to smash them in the molcajete. If you get these little things,
Stems.
yeah, it's a lot of fiber, so it's harder for you to smash those things in the molcajete.
With Los Angeles, we have all different types of cuisine. Vegan is, really hot, and most folks are trying to eat more healthy and alternatives to animal fat. Any vegan recommendations? Like instead of using the cheese, have you worked with any vegan cheese alternatives that might be able to work out in this recipe?
Yes, I have this recipe. It's the same recipe, the cilantro, garlic, the sunflower seeds. Just instead of the cheese, you can add nutritional yeast. So with the nutritional yeast, you get all the cheesy flavor. and the consistency is gonna be the same. Just you're avoiding the cheese, you know. But you're gonna have the cilantro, you're gonna have the garlic, you're gonna have the sunflower seeds flavor. So it basically is gonna be the same flavor. Just use nutritional yeast, and you're gonna get that cheesy flavor.
And Pablo, I know you guys have delicious varieties of tacos when you guys out and cater and do your pop-ups. Again, back to the vegan cuisine, it's like we have Jas Lowe asking any vegan recommendations when making tacos.
Any vegan recommendations to make tacos? She's asking that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, besides this one, I recommend. I love portobellos or mushrooms. That's my. I mean, if I were vegan, if one day I can eat meat, my protein is gonna be for sure mushrooms. So I recommend mushrooms marinated with, you can make this marinades of chilies. We have on our kitchen, our vegan taco is marinated in guajillo paste, chile morita paste. We use red wine vinegar, we use apple cider vinegar, we use garlic paste. So we make this like a marinade based of chilies, and I marinate my mushrooms with that paste. And after that, I just use like guacamole. So we have this vegan taco, and we put the guacamole at the bottom and then the mushrooms on top, and then we use like a rosemary oil. So it's a really, really tasty vegan taco.
Another vegan statement here from Malu Lopez. She says to use tofu instead of queso panela for vegan dishes.
Yeah, definitely. Tofu, it's the consistency of the tofu is really, really nice. I like firm tofu. So if you guys can do like a scramble the tofu. Actually, we were making burritos last weekend, and we made this scramble breakfast burrito with tofu, and I was surprised because it tastes really good, and the consistency and the presentation is really nice. So yeah, definitely you guys can use that too instead of the panela cheese.
Yeah, I made some tofu soy riso myself, and I used the extra firm tofu.
Yeah.
And just squeeze the water out, and you puree it out so it's like a crumble. And then the beauty of tofu is it absorbs all the flavors. So if you create a really nice flavor profile with guajillos, pasillas, cumin, coriander, and then it was with apple cider. Mix it all together and let it sit. And then the next day I cut up some potatoes and I made like a papa tacos.
Yeah, sounds really good.
It's amazing the properties of tofu, how it just really kind of a chameleon. It really absorbs all the whatever flavor profiles you want to have it absorb. It's just getting the right consistency, because each of the tofu is like there's extra firm, there's super soft. It's finding the right one to make it work to the consistency that you want it to work in your food product, whatever your dish is going to be.
I think the chorizo is a very good option for vegans because you get all the flavors. You have all the flavors on the chorizo. So I love the chorizo. We have a taco which is chorizo and sweet potato, and I mean I'm not vegan, but I love it because it's all the flavors taste like a chorizo. The consistency is like a chorizo, so you don't feel the difference between a regular chorizo and the soy and the chorizo. So for vegans, it's a really, really good option. So good thing you mentioned that option for vegan people.
Yeah, I did it as a test drive. It's like a new recipe. It's totally family friendly with potatoes and make a delicious salsa. It was a great dinner. I have a teenager. She loved it. And if I didn't say it was tofu, and so much she liked it, I went out and bought more tofu. So we'll probably have it again this week.
That's pretty good. So she's vegan?
No. I was just trying to mix it up in the house. And so I made it as a test drive recipe. And she loved it. And so I'm like, if they like something, it's good for them and they'll eat it. Why not? Also, Lilian Horta, she also says, I recommend the chorizo from Trader Joe's as well.
Chorizo from Trader Joe's?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look for that one. So I already have the pesto and the molcajete. I'm smashing just more cilantro to make it more like green. The good thing when you use the blender is like you get all the cilantro color, like the green, nice pesto color. So in the molcajete, it's gonna take more time to smash all the cilantro, but the flavor is gonna be there. Like it's the same ingredients. So I'm just smashing the cilantro a little bit more. Right now. So I already have the cotija too, the garlic and the sunflower seeds. So it's almost ready. But yeah, this taco, I think I can make it for, I love this one because this is a vegetarian taco. Because right now like in a minute, I'm gonna make the taco. So you're gonna see the grilled queso fresco. So I think the flavor is more like for vegetarians is really nice because you get like this grilled cheese flavor, like when you grill cheese and all that color and flavor you get is really, really nice. So I'm going to show this in a bowl. There you go. So you can tell the difference when you use the molcajete and when you use the original, the blender. It's more like green on the blender, and the molcajete is more like, I want to say white because of the garlic and the cheese. So, but the flavor is there, So I'm gonna use this one right now. I'm gonna start using this one to make the taco. So this is the one we made in the blender. And I'm gonna save this one for later. I'm gonna put this in a jar. So.
Can you show us, Pablo, can you show us the texture, like compare and contrast the blender versus the molcajete?
Yeah, this is more chunky. Look, it's more like a chunky pesto. And in this one, you can tell it's more like paste. So
the flavors are the same, it's just the texture's a little bit different.
A little bit different, yes. But the flavor is gonna be the same. So I'm gonna change this one. I'm gonna use this one later. There you go. So I'm gonna start making the taco right now. Our pestos are ready. So I'm gonna make the taco. Well, first I'm gonna make the tortillas. So I wanna show you how to make tortillas. We use tortillas, we use the masa from Acapulco's Mexicatessen in Boyle Heights. I recommend that place if you wanna make masa, if you wanna get masa for tortillas or if you wanna get masa for tamales. It's a place to visit. It's a good quality and it's very, very good.
Pablo, what's the location of the tortilleria?
It's Acapulco's Mexicatessen. the street, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think it's on Ken. Yeah, it's 929 South in Kern Avenue in Los Angeles.
And that's in Boyle Heights, yeah? Or are you still
In
there?
Boyle Heights, yes.
Boyle Heights.
Really good quality, really good stuff. They have masa for tamales ready, not ready too. If you wanna add the manteca and everything, they have it too, like without anything. There's just the masa, and we buy the masa for the tortillas, which is right here. You know?
Yeah, once you've had fresh masa tortillas, it's kind of hard to go back to the store-bought ones. And it's like magic. It's like magic when you put them on the hot comal or in a hot griddle to see them puff. It's like magic. I think it's always magic when I do them here.
Yeah, actually, I was making some tortillas today, and I was like, I don't know why I don't buy more masa instead of the tortillas, because first thing is really easy to make, and like you say, the flavor, and when you see how the masa gets cooked is really, really, really nice. And you tell like the flavor is completely different. Pre-made tortilla and a fresh tortilla, it's a big, big difference. So if you want to make a good taco, you have to use a handmade tortilla. That's the first rule you have to follow.
Well, that's why your tacos are so good, because when you guys have your pop-ups, that's the first thing you see is the tortillas in the back puffing. And then you stuff them with just beautiful fillings. So it's just like a complete package when you guys do your pop-ups and cook out for us.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference. It's a big, big difference. Actually, some people just come back to say, those tortillas were so good. I mean, I feel like, what about the food? But they're like, no, man, the tortilla was so good. So you can tell when people notice that difference is good, you know.
Quick question: when you make your tortillas, you guys don't fix them at any lard or anything to them, just the masa directly from the store. You just break it up, make little balls, and make tortillas. You guys don't add anything else to them?
No, we don't add any lard or manteca. We don't add any salt. Just like
as is.
Yeah, as is. How we get it from the store, we use it. Okay. You don't have to. The tortilla from Acapulco it's perfect. It's really, really nice.
Right.
And it's so flavorful too. So I'm gonna start with the tortilla. I have the comal ready. I'm gonna add some oil. Right here. I hope you can see it on the camera. So I already put the oil on the comal. I have this like little bowl of masa. I'm gonna use the tortillera, we said in Mexico. And then just like press a little bit. So you're gonna get this. This is our like raw tortilla. Can you see it?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Look. So once it's ready, just like put it in your hand and the comal, you know. The comal doesn't have to be like too hot and too cold. It has to be like in a medium temperature. So you cook your tortilla slowly and you don't get burned the tortilla. So I'm gonna make another one just to show you guys. It's the same process. Look. This is like 2 ounces. No, this is like 1.5 ounces of masa. So you get like really like a homemade size tortilla, like a regular home tortilla you have. So look, it's really, really nice. The other one is getting ready. I'm gonna cook those 2. So I'm gonna start making the mix to make the vegetarian taco. What I'm gonna use is gonna be the white mushrooms. I'm gonna use pumpkin seeds as a garnish. I'm gonna use sesame seeds as a garnish too. I put some green onions, like curly green onions. This is more like for presentation, and you get the flavor of the onion. You can just chop the scallions, which is the same thing. They're crunchy and they give you a really good flavor on your taco. I'm gonna use queso fresco. I'm gonna grill it, and I'm gonna marinate the mushrooms with our pesto. So the tortillas are almost ready. I pre-made some right here. And this is how it looks, your tortilla when it's ready.
Nice.
You see that yellow corn color it's fantastic. I mean, and when you taste it, is like you said, it's magic. It's magic. It's completely different when you buy a tortilla pre-made and when you cook it at home. So we have our tortillas ready, and I'm gonna start marinating the mushrooms just to make the taco. I'm gonna use a small bowl. Right here, I'm gonna add some mushrooms. There you go. Please preheat your pan before, so when you add the mushrooms, it's gonna be easier for you to cook the mushrooms faster. If the pan is cold, it's gonna take more time. So I'm preheating my pan right now. I'm gonna marinate my mushrooms. Just 1 spoon of the pesto, maybe 2. It's gonna be enough for the mushrooms. So look, those are 2 spoons of pesto. And then you can add some salt and just like mix everything. You can use mushrooms, you can use portobellos, any mushroom you use. Actually, if you're not vegan or vegetarian, you can use this pesto for meat. If you like ribeye, if you like shrimps, if you like New York, you can use this pesto for those proteins too. So it's a really, really good option for any protein. So I have my tortillas ready. I'm not removing from the heat.
Just real quick to clarify about folks who are going to be picking up masa at Acapulco's. To clarify, the masa that you are using from Acapulco in LA is a prepared masa, so it already has additional ingredients in it opposed to unprepared masa.
This is the masa is prepared already.
Okay.
It's only the nixtamal, and I mean it's just corn, water, and lime.
Right.
Those are all the ingredients in the masa.
Porque preparada, when it's prepared, it already has lard in it, and that masa preparada is to make tamales, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you add the lard, or some people add the Rexal, or more mix to make the tamales like grow.
So if you go to Acapulco, the masa that Pablo's working with is not prepared. It's just for tortillas. If you ask for prepared masa, prepared is they've already incorporated lard into the mix in order to make tamales. So that's the difference between prepared and unprepared. Prepared is for tamales.
Yes, you have to ask for masa para tortilla. If you go to Acapulco, just ask, can I get some masa para tortilla? And it's a yellow corn. So And if you want masa para tamal, just let them know you want to make tamales. So yeah. So I want to start making the hongos. I'm gonna put this on a plancha. I'm gonna add some oil. My pan is ready. I add some oil. I'm gonna add the mushrooms right away. And they're gonna cook really, really fast. Because of the steam, you're gonna smell the cilantro, you're gonna smell the sunflower seeds and the garlic. So you're gonna smell all the flavors. It's really, really good flavor you're gonna get when you cook your mushrooms. So I'm gonna start cooking the mushrooms right now.
So as Pablo is cooking the mushrooms, folks who have signed up through Zoom, you will be receiving the recipe via email, and also we'll be posting on our Facebook the recipe for today's meal.
Yeah. So I'm cooking the mushrooms right now in a different pan. You're gonna grill the cheese. So don't forget you have a queso fresco. So you're gonna grill your cheese. You're gonna add a little bit. And then you're gonna grill it with, there you go. Then you're gonna put your tortilla on top of the cheese. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, the video. Yeah. And you're gonna smash it like with a spatula. So you want the grilled cheese, like to make it, you wanna get like a nice, oh no. Sorry, I have everything closed in my house and the alarm is on, so sorry. Okay. There you go. So here my mushrooms are ready. As you can see, they're cooked and they're like a nice color, like nice brown color. Can you see it?
Beautiful. Hey, Pablo, people are asking if you have a restaurant or are you catering, pop-up services? Can you tell us a bit more where we can find you?
Right now we're doing just pop-ups. I mean, with all this pandemic problem, we had a residency in LAL Works. It's a brewery in city of Hawthorne. So we were there for 3 weeks and then they shut it down. So right now we're doing just caterings and pop-ups. We're gonna be tomorrow at La Tropicana Market in Highland Park. We're gonna start cooking at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then the weekend, we're gonna be at the same market, La Tropicana in Highland Park. We're gonna be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday making breakfast burritos and making our taco menu. And yeah, we're gonna be there. And if you guys can try this beer from LAL Works, I really recommend the place. So follow us on Instagram as Moderno Cocina, and we always post our pop-ups, so you guys can follow us on Instagram and see our pictures and everything. And so we're always there trying to post pictures. So our tortillas are ready and the mushrooms too. Sorry.
Okay.
Later right now, really quick. This is the color you want of your cheese. I don't know if you can tell it, if you can see it. Yeah. So you have a grilled cheese, your handmade tortillas. And then you're gonna add this mushrooms on top. This is really tasty. I mean, when I made this taco, I was surprised because I'm not vegetarian, and you won't believe me, but this is one of the most popular tacos we have in our.
Do you put more pesto on top of it, or y así como está?
No, I think como está bien. I mean, when you marinate the mushrooms, you get all the flavor of the pesto. If you put more pesto on top, I think you're gonna have like a greasy taco, and I don't think people like that much. So with the flavor, with the amount of pesto you put, it's perfect for.
Bueno, Pablo, show us the final products. Our folks are curious to see your delicious tacos.
There you go. So this is the mushroom and the queso fresco. We're gonna add some pepitas on top as a garnish. You know, to have that crunchiness. We're gonna add the green onions. For more flavor too. And then at the end is gonna be roasted sesame seeds.
I have to say, when you are at Plaza, all the top, they're so beautiful. And then the stacking of layers that make your tacos so unique.
Yeah, thank you, Jimena. Yeah, I mean, we have options for everyone. This is the vegetarian taco we have. You can see the green onions, the sesame seeds, the pepitas, the grilled cheese we have right here. So when you bite it, like Jimena said, you get all different flavors in your mouth. I mean, you get the creaminess of the cheese, the crunchiness of the seeds, the onion flavor. So honestly, this is one of my favorite tacos.
Pablo, se ve delicioso. I can't wait till we can all work together again in person. Or another way of seeing you, can you remind us where we can find you for your pop-ups at El Tropical?
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow we're gonna be at La Tropicana Market from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're gonna have Taco Tuesday tomorrow, so you can try our different kind of tacos we have. We're gonna have the full menu tomorrow. And then the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna be at the same spot, La Tropicana Market, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And how do I find your Instagram?
Our Instagram, yes, is Moderno Cocina. You can look for us on Instagram and, you know, like on all of our pictures and check our menu, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was, somebody, who is it? Lilian Horta said, I wish Zoom had smell-o-vision. And so do I. It looks so good. And I could attest, one of my favorite parts of working at La Plaza is we have, and we will have all these great outdoor events. And Jimena is a great curator in bringing in taquerias and different types of food. But I got to say, one of my favorites is La Huesuda. You come in with a full range of different types of tacos, and I have tried out this El Vegetariano, and it is delicious. And then plus, when you place your order, you give us one of those little beepers so we don't have to stand in line. So it makes it all just, and you serve agua fresca as well. And no, it's one of my favorite taquerias, and I do recommend, check out his Instagram, moderno.cocina, and check out La Tropicana. La Tropicana or El Tropical?
It's La Tropicana.
Tropicana, and I live close by.
In Highland Park.
So you're gonna see me there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be waiting for you. Like, thank you for your words. Like, I hope you can be there tomorrow. you won't have to pay for the tacos. It's
Ooh.
on they're on me.
Oh,
just bring
thank you so much.
just bring the tequila.
Okay, I will. Well, I just we had quite a few people. We had Timothy Telles coming in from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Linda Collins, hello from Elk Grove, California. We had saludos a todos from Daniel Salcido from the San Gabriel Valley here in West Covina. So people are just raving. They can't wait. That pop-up location says Lorena Alamio. That pop-up location is very close to me. I'll be stopping by for Taco Tuesday tomorrow. And Jazz Lowe says he needs his own cooking channel. And I agree.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for letting me prep one of my recipes for you guys. I hope you guys can visit us tomorrow, try some of our food, and I mean, we always put love in our work, so you're gonna taste it if you guys visit us at our pop-up tomorrow.
And you guys are amazing to work with your business partner, Denise. Fabulous. And you behind the kitchen. It's a great partnership. And again, thank you so much for joining us for part of La Cocina en Casa.
No, I mean, without Denise, this business is nothing. You know that. I mean, I only cook. She does everything. She does, like, I just put some mushrooms on the tortilla and that's it. But
She was nominated. She was nominated for the oh gosh, the We All Grow Latina Fund.
Yes, We All Grow Latina Fund. You could check out We All Grow Latina. I think it's on Instagram and on Facebook, and you'll see that that Moderno Cocina and Denise are on one of the nominees. So you could vote for them and help them out. So Jenny Johnson, wonderful representation matters. Thank you for hosting such a wonderful event. And Bess Petlek says, glad your smoke detector works. Well, with that, we'd like to thank you again. If you came in late to this session, you can rewatch it on Facebook. And we also post it on YouTube and on our website at lapca.org. You could catch all of our En Casa con la Plaza sessions. This is number 21, so it's okay. We could start drinking now because we're 21. You could catch them on our YouTube page at La Plaza LA and on our website. Thank you so much to SoCal Gas and California Humanities, who are the sponsors of En Casa con la Plaza and En Casa con la Plaza Cocina. Upcoming sessions, you find them on our website, lapca.org and Facebook. Tomorrow, El Día Nacional del Bracero, con Baldomero Capiz, el presidente de Unión Binacional de Ex-Braceros de 1942. A wonderful presentation. This will be the third time that Baldomero and his group of braceros, ex-braceros, familiares de braceros, we're going to have music, images, some testimonials en Espanol tomorrow, Tuesday the 29th at 7 p.m. And then this Friday, our friend Dan Guerrero returns with his happy hour with this special guest, Gregory Nava, the filmmaker of Selena, of El Norte, of Mi Familia, My Family, and American Family on PBS. He will be here on En Casa con la Plaza, Friday, October the 2nd. Again, catch all of our sessions, past sessions, on our YouTube, Facebook, and our website. And now a commercial of our own here. On October 15th, almost 2 weeks from now, La Plaza's virtual Pobladores Awards Gala. Every year we host a gala, but this year, unfortunately, we are doing it, well, or maybe fortunately, because more people will be able to join in. Usually we have 350, 400 people coming by to celebrate Los Pobladores, which are trailblazers in our community. And this year we are honoring Castulo de la Rocha of Altamed, CEO of Altamed, but also a sponsor, a collector, an advocate for Chicano art. And then, of course, we're going to honor Los Lobos, one of our favorites, and from East LA, musical legends, Grammy Award winners. Let's hope they're going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame soon, but they are going to be at our gala, along with a lot of special surprises. We're going to be streaming it on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. Tickets are available. I'm posting the website on the comments page on our Facebook page. Check us out, lapca.org. That's it for today. I'm going to stop the share so we could say goodbye once more to Pablo and once more to Jimena. Muchas gracias. Adiós a todos.
Thank you
Hasta
for
luego,
joining
guys.
us. See you next
Muchas gracias.
Monday.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.